Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and this little message thing down here, this new addition on Twitter, is driving me up the wall. I keep starting these videos. I'll start to record a video, and then halfway through the video, I'll realize that that message thing is up, and people are able to read anything that not that there's anything crazy that I'm messaging between people, because I don't do that, but still, people that send me messages, I don't want to show their messages to the world if I don't, without their permission anyway. But anyway, it's just a little annoyance. The market has started to turn around. It had gotten down, as I recall, down into 333 billion or so, but it's back on up to 342. Look, this is a blip on the radar in the scheme of things. It's not something that all you need to use these for is to buy dips. I bought the dip big time this morning. And trust me, I'm glad to have the opportunity. Okay, let's move along. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to send you into the Labor Day weekend with the most important thing for you to remember, okay? All right, Ticket Attorney sent me this. Allegiant Stadium will be the first pro sports venue in America to be 100% cashless. Every single transaction you make there will be automatically tracked and recorded. And I guess they're giving you a peek into the stadium. Then Gold Telegraph, gold and silver are now green, reversal in gold. So basically, when the stock market got killed, initially that triggers all sorts of margin calls and this kind of thing. And so a lot of times all markets go down when that first, on the front end of that, because people are trying to find money wherever they had it in order to settle that out. But then the money eventually says, okay, now where's the safe havens? And goes there. And I think I know where the safe havens are. I want you to listen to this from Gold Telegraph as a little reminder. This should give everyone lots of confidence in the U.S. dollar. Listen to this.
Can you characterize everything that the Fed has done this past week as essentially flooding the system with money?
Yes, exactly.
And there's no end to your ability to do that?
There is no end to our ability to do that.
Can you characterize everything that...
That's pitiful, isn't it? And you know where that ends? Is this. Gold Telegraph. Children stand next to a tower of $100,000 marks equal in value to $1 US. German hyperinflation 1923. Mark my words, when compared to an ounce of gold, many if not all fiat currencies will be just like this photo. This was from 1923, and back, if you remember, I showed maybe a week or so ago a picture of a child in Venezuela jumping into a pile of Venezuelan fiat as if it was a pile of leaves because it was that worthless. Same thing. I'm not going to go into this article, but I like the title and the subtitle. The financial system gets reset. Things are very much different now, says Miriam Somerset Webb. We are entering a period of financial and possibly also political reset. Financial and political reset. How about that? I think there's a lot of things going on that could make that true. Free American Spirit sent me this. Uphold Google, Apple. Oh my, this is a big kaboom. Apple and Google Pay now support the Uphold card. And Uphold tweeted out about this. You can now integrate the world's first multi-asset debit card with Google Pay and Apple Pay. Spend 35 cryptocurrencies, 27 national currencies, 4 precious metals cardless using your Apple iPhone or Android device. Okay? Now, that is pretty cool, because what that means is now the example that I've given you on this channel for over 2 years, the idea of you going into, say, a Publix, grocery store, and being able to spend liquid assets. It could, in this case, it could literally be, you could be buying bananas with gold. It's going to be that seamless. That's where the world's going. Okay, I thought this tweet was very significant from Tim Draper. For those of you that have been around, Tim Draper is a billionaire who has been a Bitcoin maximalist to the T, okay? He wears a Bitcoin tie. He seems like a really nice guy. This guy right here, let me tell you what. This tweet means something. I don't know what yet, but he said there's basically a big war between the Bitcoin people and Bitcoin Cash. And Roger Ver all the time is talking about how Bitcoin cannot be used for what was written in its white paper, which is payments, but Bitcoin Cash can. And now you got Tim Draper. I recently purchased some Bitcoin Cash. So easy to buy, use. Go to bitcoin.com. Thank you, Roger Ver, for this innovation. So now now Tim Draper is, to me, he's admitting right here that Bitcoin's never going to be anything but a store of value. That's what I see when I read this. But I think it's significant. Okay, XRP Crypto Wolf Gatehub will fully support Flare Network, Spark, token airdrop. Gatehub users will be able to claim, deposit, withdrawal, trade, and exchange Spark after the snapshot on December 12th. So far, to my knowledge, we've got Uphold, we got Gatehub, we got BitTrue, we've the Ledger NOSs will support this. Coinbase, of course, has not said anything. So Coinbase, I guess, wants to lose a lot of XRP that's on their platform because they will. Okay, I wanted to show you this coming out of the White House. Apparently, they've done some, and by the way, anytime I show you political things, it's not a political statement. I'm not saying one way or another whether Trump or anybody's good or bad. I want you to focus on how I think this all relates to digital assets and how it's going to be good for us. That's what I care about. In this case, they have normalized economic ties between Serbia and Kosovo, and they're talking about how this is good for the world and what it means.
One of the side benefits of the normalization of economic ties between Serbia and Kosovo was the establishment of diplomatic relations between Kosovo, a majority Muslim state, and the state of Israel. This is now the second time in less than a month that Israel has made peace with and has normalized its ties with a majority Muslim country. It's another really signal accomplishment of President Trump. One of the side benefits.
Okay, and then Jared Kushner came to the stage. Listen to this. Remember, Jared Kushner just got off the plane in Israel with all the Israelis in the United Arab Emirates, and they've worked a deal between Israel and the UAE. And then we talked about how Naveen Gupta is out of the UAE, right?
This is just another chapter that this administration has been able to write towards making the world a safer and more peaceful place. President Trump, when he ran for politics, was not a politician. He sees things through a prism that not a lot of politicians look through, which is how can I truly do things that will make people's lives better, make people find common interests and opportunities, and figure out ways to resolve conflicts that, quite frankly, politicians have allowed to go on for far too long. Today's breakthrough really is historic, and we have had so many historic things this week that we shouldn't be minimizing the significance of all the different things that happened. This is just another chapter.
Okay, I just wanted you to see that, and then I'll give you a little reminder here. Ken Kersten, that's on Ripple's board, is buddies with Jared Kushner. And I'll remind you of this little clip from Ken Kersten.
My big obsession right now is cryptocurrency, and the way the blockchain in particular is just going to change everything. I think it's going to come to redefine money and even what being a nation means. So I'm spending a lot of my time focused on cryptocurrency and helping businesses understand the blockchain. My big obsession right now is
now what I get out of these things that we just looked at, this kind of reminds me of this, where they said we're entering a period of financial and possibly political reset, almost like it's all going to happen together, almost like a ballet dance. Now, I ran across something else I wanted to show you. I haven't talked about VeChain in a while, but I am a VeChain investor. I hold some VeChain, and you'll remember I interviewed Sonny Liu, the CEO of VeChain. This was an interesting video that shows their healthcare solution. I wanted you to watch it for those of you that don't know about VeChain. I'm going to talk a little bit during this video.
Class 3 medical devices are responsible for extending lives. Guaranteeing product integrity is vital to such high-risk use cases. VeChain's blockchain solution can track end-to-end production processes to guarantee safety and quality at every control point. Devices are assigned immutable data records, so manufacturers can obtain certification from international authorities. The entire journey of the medical device is available for review at any point. With the patient's authorization, VeChain can help patients to securely share their biometric data with their doctors to enable real-time monitoring and help the doctor to react swiftly to side effects or even predict issues in advance. With access to this data, manufacturers too can gather feedback to improve current and future product lines. VeChain can also be used to enable big data analytics, powering innovations in current treatments. Patients can stop worrying about the safety and authenticity of their medical devices and focus instead on loving their lives and those around them. VeChain makes the production and use of medical devices safer, better regulated, efficient, and reliable.
VeChain's going to be a big deal. I hope you're around for the party. Now, I want to finish this video by reminding you of this as we go into Labor Day. This is from Ian Northing. This clip keeps coming back to me from Digital Asset Investor Video. Why would he say that? Labor Day is the 7th of September, 2020, in 3 days. This is the ex-Prudential CEO, George Ball. Listen up.
Haven for my money or a short-term speculative bet. And I think it's a good, I think it's where many people will turn after Labor Day, Fred.
After Labor Day? What does he know? I mean, I didn't even catch that part until now. What does this guy know? That right there, if you've never thought about buying digital assets, you're crazy if you don't pay attention to what he just said. All right, that blew my mind right there. It did blow my mind, and it still blows my mind. Hey, I wanted to finish this video by showing you a cool tweet that I saw. NFT domains are now selling competitively with .com domain names. DN Journal needs to start tracking them. An unstoppable web.crypto domain just sold for $90,000 in a P2P transaction, which became the second highest selling domain across all names this month. So I guess they're showing you this month. Interlock.com sold for $100,000. Buyweed.com sold for $50,000. And they're showing you what sold in the .coms. But then look what happened along the way is sex.crypto, an unstoppable domain, sold for $90,000. Now, what's interesting is Unstoppable Domains replied, and look what they said. Blockchain domains are a new asset class. Folks, this is an investment just like the digital assets are. And if you can think of any, and I'll give you an example of something I did the other day. And I don't know if it's a good one or not. I was watching the Braves game. And for $40, I'm watching the Braves game, and I saw somebody on the Braves, I guess it's Ford, they're advertising on the Braves game, buyfordnow.com. So I went on to Unstoppable Domains. I typed in buyfordnow.crypto. For $40, I was able to get it. I am the owner of buyfordnow.crypto. So, hey, Ford, if you're listening, give me a call. I don't know, maybe they'd say, well, we'll just switch to something else, but who knows? It's still an interesting look. It's like buying real estate on the internet, folks. It's fascinating. You can go in the description of every video I do, and there's a link to take you there, and you can stake your claim if you've got a good name. Look around. Here's what I've been doing just to let you know. As I watch TV, I just look around for domain names that I see advertising things. If I see something that looks interesting, $40. And who knows what'll happen. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family to go get their unstoppable domain names and tell them just to go in the description of the Digital Asset Investors videos. It's all there. Thanks for listening and have a good weekend.
Every day, billions of people around the world are mocked, ridiculed, laughed at, and embarrassed by their friends, family, and even strangers. These people go through their days knowing there are secrets being kept from them. They hear the faint whispers behind closed doors. The information and knowledge is held very close and only shared with others who were fortunate enough to find out. Feeling lost, rejected and ostracized, these people give up, never finding out what digital assets the digital asset investor holds. But there is hope. Join the free Digital Asset Investor email newsletter and find out what digital assets he owns each month, including investments he's considering. Click the link in the description of this video or go to digitalassetinvestornewsletter.com. Put an end to your days of gloom and depression. Join the greatest free digital asset email newsletter ever created.